Captain Timeless. Timeless treasures, Captain Timeless, Captain Timeless. Timeless treasures, timeless treasures.
Hello.
There you go. Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining us. On stage we've got Christopher and Beatie, your Highlander duo. Can we get them a round of applause please?
Thank you.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to lead in, I'm going to ask them a question and then I'm going to ask all of you if you would like to ask any questions for both of them about, their time on Highlander or anything else in particular. So just starting off, nice and easy, was there anything in the Highlander script that really spoke out to you or anything that enticed you into wanting to do, the script? There you
go. Personally, everybody at the beginning thought that Highlander was an action movie. And when I read the script, I didn't see the action. I saw the romantic side of immortality because being immortal is romantic. After that, you have a lot of action in the movie. You've got the Kurgan, Beatie is the love interest, and the rest is secret. I can't talk about us.
Do you want me to say something?
Yeah.
I did an open audition with 600 women to get the part. I was a young actress, and so I think I was up for anything. I don't think I particularly could pick and choose like Christoph. So I was cast at the last minute to be in this movie.
And it was a blessing.
It was a blessing.
It was a blessing.
It was a blessing.
True.
It's true.
I'd like to give everyone else a chance to ask all questions. So would anyone like to ask any questions at all straight away?
I'd just like to know straight off the bat if Clancy was terrifying between takes.
Clancy was a method actor, so we didn't really have a relationship during the shooting because he was trying to avoid me. And then when the movie was over, I discovered literate, clever, funny, nice, a sweet guy, but didn't want to have a relationship with me. We never went out to a restaurant. He was staying with his team.
Straining as well.
Yeah, he was really scary. He was very tall in all his outfit. He was very, very tall. I only ever met him in makeup, and he was scary.
Yeah, it was scary. He was the character.
Yeah.
At what point after the film's release did you guys kind of get a sense that it was going to have a much bigger life than just a movie that came and went? And when in Scotland, how did you get on with like midges? You go and
Midges in Scotland, some in Scotland, do you remember?
Yeah, I do remember filming in Scotland. We had these huge battles where in the morning it was fine, but Scottish people, they go for it. But after lunch, we were hearing in the background doctor and nurse because they were really hitting each other. And that was probably the scotch. And but we had a great time. Cold, freezing, but you don't think about that when you shoot.
Midges.
Oh, the midges. Yeah, I remember the midges. Christoph doesn't remember the midges. I remember the midges, but mainly on a photo shoot I did with David James,
Yeah.
where I was in my nightie, and the midges were a bit of a problem. I had no idea how well the movie was going to do. I think you were doing the Sicilian when it came out? You were working when it came out, weren't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
I was doing the Sicilian.
Yeah, and I did a bit of press here, but it didn't really catch on until later. I think it was actually the video that really made it a sort of cult hit.
Yeah, the thing, what was interesting, you read a script, you like the story, and you don't think about the fact it's going to be a hit or not. What's interesting about Highlander is that gradually it became a cult movie worldwide. Some countries like France, like Italy, like Germany, was a huge hit. I think in England it did very well at the beginning, but countries like the States, it didn't open well. But then it became cultish. Like people, word of mouth, were just saying, you have to see this movie, it's unique. I've never seen something like that.
And I think the music helped as well. The music by Queen really helped as well.
And Beatie is right. The beauty is that Queen was meant to do the music for the opening credit. And Freddie Mercury and his band went to see the movie. And Freddie came out of the screen room and tell the producers, we're doing the whole album. And they did the whole album in 8 weeks, music and lyrics. And it's one of the biggest selling Queen's album.
Anyone else? Yes.
Did he meet Freddie Mercury?
You did a video with him, didn't you? With Freddie Mercury?
Yes, I did. I had the privilege. I mean, we were 15 on the set, 4 from the band, and 11 from cast and crew. So we had basically a private concert from Queen for 11 people. And he was a gentleman. He was very shy. He was, but when it was action, he was there.
Anyone else? Oh yes, lady down here first, sorry. Yes.
I know there's obviously a lot of sort of work in Highlander, but also a lot of other shows that Preston's done. I just wondered, was there actually a lot of swords in the first place, or training in the first place, or was it something that you kept going, the sort of love of swords?
Did you love swords always, or was it just from Highlander? Because there's been a lot of sword play in lots of the films that you've done. You trained very hard, didn't you?
Yeah, we trained a lot on Highlander. Lots of weeks. Because you have to start. We started with plastic swords. Then we started with aluminum. Then we started with wood. Then we started with light steel. Then real steel. Because you have to get the routine in your head So you don't think about what you're doing like you would in life. If I was fighting somebody with a sword in life, I wouldn't think. I would just go for it. So that's what we did before starting shooting. But I didn't have. No, I wasn't passionate or didn't have a special interest in swords.
This gentleman here in the baseball cap, you were asking a question.
Yes, please. How challenging was it to be playing Scots alongside Sean Connery, a Scot playing an Egyptian?
Did you get that?
Well, the Spanish.
He was Spanish, yeah.
Sorry, Spanish Egyptian, yeah. Were there dialects?
It was never mentioned. In life, we were speaking the way we're speaking now. And no, the only thing that was funny is villagers in the movie watching the scenes was saying, look, James Bond walked with Tarzan. And apart from that, he was very helpful. We had some problems with the word or the sentence, and very generous. But he had to like you. If Sean Connery didn't like you, you're dead. Literally, no head, no nothing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. The guy in the white t-shirt.
Oh, good question.
Did you steal anything from set?
No, it was given to me.
I didn't steal anything.
Not true.
Next question.
Did Sean Connery take you guys out in Scotland for a night out?
Did Sean take us out for a night out?
I don't think so.
No. He had to fly on a helicopter because he could only be in Scotland for a certain amount of time. And when they went over his time, they had to fly him in by helicopter for a few days. Do you remember that?
Yeah, what I remember is the reason he asked for a helicopter matching the color of his outfit. And the castle, the hotel we were staying in was literally by car, 10 minutes from the set. And he asked for a helicopter for the week he shot in the movie number 2, just because he didn't like somebody. So that's what
I
was
didn't know
telling
that. Was it the producer? Was it Peter Davis who was a cunt?
I'm not saying.
I think it was. I didn't like him either. Bill was really nice, but Peter wasn't.
Nice.
Bill was
I can say that now because he's dead. So there we go. Anyone else? Hi.
I realised years later, too late, that when two swords hit each other, they don't generate sparks. I always thought they did. That I understand that you had wires. How do you do a
Did you have
sword fight?
wires?
And how terrifying was it to have basically arcing electricity?
Did you say wire you up for the sword fights?
wire hooked up
You did.
to car batteries. And with a small amount of possibility to move.
Yeah.
But the important thing is the sparks. And it was fun. It wasn't scary. It was fun.
Any other questions from anyone? Yes, at the back.
Yeah, just saying, you know, in Hollywood remakes everything. They're currently working on a remake of Highlander. Do you have any input on that?
Sorry, in Hollywood, did you say?
They actually always remake everything.
They are doing another Highlander.
Do you either have any opinions?
I have no opinion. Christoph might have an opinion. Do you have an opinion about the Highlander with Henry Cavill?
No, I like Henry as an actor. We talked with the producers and the people involved in the movie. I talked with them, and I said, don't do a remake, do a reboot. Because where are you going to find Queen? Freddie's dead. Where are you going to find Sean Connery? He's dead. Where are you going to find the exact, you cannot match the exact story. Where are you going to find Sean Connery? Russell Mcleod, the director, who was so creative, so imaginative, so original,
Yeah.
different. His movie, Highlander 1, is still being copied by tons of directors. All the transition he created, he invented. So, we'll see.
Anyone else? Yes.
When you were working together, was there a particular moment, like on screen or behind cameras, that particularly stood out to you? Like something that happened was kind of funny, or went wrong, or didn't go as planned?
It wasn't very nice being jumped over by a horse. But I had you to protect me. And you weren't frightened of horses. You're a brilliant horseman. You weren't frightened of horses at all, were you?
Yeah, kind of.
So yeah, I think being jumped over by a horse was probably quite a unique thing. Yeah. Hi.
Threw you in the lock. How cold was that lock? It was pretty cold.
I realised it was freezing.
About 4 degrees centigrade.
Oh, okay.
It was freezing. It was freezing. I was literally drowning.
Oh my god. You had all your gear on as well.
Yeah.
Did you have a wetsuit on?
Yeah, I was so yeah. But still, you know, the water.
Under the wetsuit?
Yeah.
Thanks for your question. Just because of time, I'm just going to ask you one final question to both of you, which is, you know, when you were doing the movie or read the script or any part of the movie, did you ever think that Highlander would become the iconic thing that it is and still talk about it to this day?
Personally, not. The movie's 40 years, was made 40 years ago, and is still, we've got fans who are like 8 years old, and the father was 28, and the father of the father, etc., etc. It's been going for 4 generations. Personally, I had no idea.
I didn't have any idea, but I'm very grateful that I get to see Christoph 40 years later. Really nice, really lovely. One more question.
Did he keep the sword?
Did you what?
Did he keep the sword?
Did you keep your Playboy?
I kept some swords.
Some. Some. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
In every time there is a lesson. time there is a treasure to be earned. We're Captain Timeless, Captain Timeless. Timeless treasures, Captain Timeless, Captain Timeless. Timeless treasures, timeless treasures. Forever has no measure. Forever has no measure. Forever is forever. Forever is forever. Captain Timeless, Captain Timeless. Timeless treasures of Captain Timeless, Captain Timeless. Timeless treasures, Captain Timeless, Captain Timeless. Timeless treasures, Captain Timeless, Captain Timeless. Timeless treasures.